Welcome to the second episode of Linux Customization 101. In this second episode, we will look at GNOME-Shell and how to customize it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So as you see here, what we have is a completely stock GNOME experience. And by stock I mean there's no extensions, no themes, just what GNOME offers with a fresh install. So first thing we see here is that we have no icons on the desktop, and this is by default what GNOME offers. So we have to enable some stuff and we have to tweak some things to make the GNOME desktop environment look better and fit our needs. So the first thing we're going to do is go to Activities and open this application called GNOME Tweak Tool. If you don't have it installed, just use your distro package manager and install it right away, because this is the Swiss Army knife of GNOME customization. So let's open this up and see what we got. So the first thing we see here is appearance. Appearance lets us choose the theme we can use system-wide. We have different kind of themes. We have GTK plus theme, icon theme, and cursor theme, and shell theme too, which is disabled as now. We're going to get here later, but first of all, let's go to desktop and enable desktop icons. You may not like this, so if you don't want to, just don't do it. I honestly prefer to have icons on my desktop, so let's just use this toggle here, and here we go, icons on our desktop. And you can choose what to see on your desktop. So if you want to see trash here, enable trash. If you don't want it, just disable it. Or network servers, or home folder, mounted volumes and whatnot. You can enable all these four things or disable them according to what you want on your desktop. We have some settings for the background here. So the mode of the background and the background location, you can tweak these, especially if you're using two monitors. You can use the zoom. So if you want to fill your two screens with one single wallpaper, then you have to tweak this thing. And I don't know what happened, but my wallpaper is gone. So the next thing we're going to do is enable some extensions. So let's keep GNOME Tweak Tool here for later reference. What we have to do now is open a web browser that is not Google Chrome or Chromium. We have to open a web browser. We can use either GNOME Web or Firefox. I'm going to use GNOME Web for this example, and get to the extensions.gnome.org website. Now from this website you can install GNOME extension. It doesn't really matter what distribution you're using, as long as you're using GNOME-Shell. You can use this website to install extensions and update them, and basically add features and change things all over the place in your GNOME desktop. So if you want to know more about some nice GNOME-Shell extensions, you can watch my top 5 GNOME-Shell extensions video. So just to show you how to, let's install a random extension here. So for instance, let's install this Coverflow Alt-Tab extension. So you just open the link and you get a nice toggle up here. You just enable it and you should see a pop-up coming up. But if it doesn't work, since the website is in beta, just reload the page and try again. Okay, you see here, we got this nice pop-up here. You just press install, wait some seconds, and we should have the extension enabled. As you see, we have this nice Coverflow thing going on our desktop now, replacing the default Alt-Tab shortcut. So this is how you install an extension on GNOME-Shell. Now what you want to do is open up Tweak Tool again, and from the Extensions tab you can manage all your installed extensions and disable them, tweak some settings. Basically anything you'd want to do about extensions, you can do it from the Extensions tab in GNOME Tweak Tool. What I'm going to do now is enable all my usual extensions. Now this extension here shouldn't be doing anything visible, but you have to enable it, because when you enable it and you go back to appearance, you can choose a shell theme now. I'm not sure why they didn't integrate the shell theming directly into GNOME and wanted to get through an extension to do this, but anyway, the extension is official, so you just have to enable it and download some themes. And that's just what we're gonna do now. we have to download some themes. So let's get back to our browser. I'm gonna use GNOME Web again just for the sake of it. Now, my go-to website to download GNOME-Shell themes is gnome-look.org. Now, this is a pretty ancient but pretty great website to download all kind of themes. There are good ones, there are a lot of bad ones, honestly, but it's a good repository for looking for GNOME-Shell themes. You can also use your package manager if your repositories include any GTK or GNOME theme. You can use your package manager and your repositories to install themes. But if you don't want to or you don't know how to, you can just use the classic method. So first thing, we have to look for a GTK theme. Now we're gonna open GTK 3.x. Now the first theme I see here is ArcOS 10 themes. Honestly, this looks like a good theme. You can preview it. Looks pretty good. So we're just gonna install it. We press download here, and here we go. ArcOS 10 themes.zip. So we just open this up and put it here in our desktop, in folder, any way you want. Now we want to extract the zip file like this, extract here, and here we have a folder. Now we have to understand if the folder we just extracted contains or does not contain the theme. In fact, in this case, it does not. As you see, there are 3 archives here, 3 other zip files. We have to extract them here too. So we just extract these 3 folders, and then here we go. This one, guys, is a theme folder. These 2 and these 2. The best way to be certain that a folder actually contains a theme is looking into it, and if you see a collection of folders similar to this one, so GNOME-Shell folder, GTK2 folder, GTK3, index.theme, and you may be looking for other folders, I don't know. Basically, this is what you're looking for to understand that the folder you just extracted actually contains a theme. And this does, in fact, contain a theme. Now we have to install these 3 themes, and the best way to do this is open a new window here in Nautilus, our file manager, and get to the .themes folder in our home directory. And the .themes folder is actually hidden. So if you want to show hidden folders in your file system, all you have to do is press Ctrl-H. And here you go. Here are all the hidden folders. We have to get to the .themes folder. It should be around here somewhere. There we go. .themes. And as you see, I already have a theme here. What you have to do is take these 3 folders, or 1 folder in case the theme you choose is just 1 folder, and just drop it here, or copy it, or cut it, really whatever you want. You just have to get the theme folder in your .themes directory. Also, if the .themes directory doesn't exist in your system, just create it. It will be recognized automatically. Now that the theme is installed, you have to get back to GNOME Tweak Tool. If GNOME Tweak Tool was already open, please close it and open it back again, since it won't recognize the just installed themes. So let's get to the Tweak Tool application and go to Appearance. We're already here, and then we have to choose the newly installed GTK theme. Now, as you see, I have a lot of themes installed, but for now we're just gonna select the one we just installed. So let's go for ArcOS X. And as you see, the appearance of the whole system is completely different. And this is just what we wanted here. We wanted to completely change what the system looked like. And here you go. The theme is changed. You can switch back to the default theme, Advaita, or switch to another theme, for instance, Vertex, which is another nice theme. Or just get back to Arc for now. And then we have shell themes. Just as GTK Plus themes, you have to choose it from here. And here you go, ArcOS 10. And here you go, the shell theme changed too. So I'm gonna just get to my vertex theme, which is the theme I was using before recording this video. And here you go. Again, a completely different theme. Now, the next thing we want to do is install some icons. The procedure is really similar. So all you have to do is find an icon pack that you like and install it. So again, we can use GNOME-Look.org or really any other website you want. You can even use DeviantArt. There are some nice GDK and icon themes on DeviantArt. You can get there and look for something cool and install them. For now, I'm gonna just stick to GNOME-Look.org. Let's go to icons, and here see we have some pretty nice icon themes. Now let's just find one that looks nice. So let's just go for, I don't know, Shadow. Seems to be a pretty popular theme. Decent. I mean, I'm very picky when it comes to icons and themes, but let's just go for this. So let's download it. Oh, it got us to GitHub repo. Oh, I guess it's fine. Let's just download it as a zip file. And here we go, it's downloading. And here we go. Let's go to downloads and where is it? Shadow, here we go. As we did before, let's extract this. But first, let's delete these things here. We don't need them anymore. So let's just extract the zip here, extract here. And here we go, Shadow Master. And inside this thing, we have our icon theme. Pretty good. So what we want to do now is do something similar to what we did before. So go to our file manager, home folder, and then we have to go to the .icons folder inside the home folder. So .icons, again, I have some icons here, and just drag and drop this here. Now we just open Tweak Tool again, and go to Appearance, Icons, and choose the theme we just installed. Again, I have a lot of themes. So it was called Shadow. There we go, Shadow Master. Here we go. Now you have the new theme installed. Now this theme isn't particularly good. In fact, I don't really like it. But anyway, here we go. We just installed a fresh new icon theme. You can again install it from your package manager, from your repositories. You can install whatever icon pack you want. My go-to icon pack for now is Breeze, which is actually the default icon theme for KDE Plasma 5, but it's pretty damn good. It's not as complete as other icon packs, but it's pretty good. I like it so far. Now the next thing we want to do is, well, keep tweaking. So other things we want to do on GNOME-Shell are changing fonts. So we can basically choose whatever font we want. I actually wanted to change the font here to Roboto. So as you see, it's pretty simple. You just select here and choose whatever font you want. Roboto, regular, for instance, and the size of the font you want. Here you go. Interface, again, Roboto. Of course, you can mix and match and have your combination of fonts. I really prefer to use consistent fonts system-wide, so I have the same font for most of my applications. There we go. It's starting to change shape. Again, Roboto, regular. There we go. Select, and finally the monospace font. Now the monospace font is used in other kind of fields. For instance, it's used in gedit. So if you write anything on gedit, this is the Deja Vu Sans Mono book font. Let's just switch to... Is there any Roboto Mono? Oh, there is. Nice. Roboto Mono regular. There we go. Now we have changed the monospace font for our system. Pretty good. Now about the other menus here, I'm not sure if you want to tweak anything there. Power, just one laptop lid is closed. Don't suspend on lid closed. But this is a desktop computer, so why do I see this option? I'm not sure. Startup applications. Here you can add some applications that start by default when you log in. So if, for instance, if you want to start, I don't know, Horbird, for instance, which is a Twitter application, if you want to start this up on login, you can just add this here, and the next time you will log in, Horbird will launch automatically. So here's that. Top bar. Now, top bar is something pretty interesting. We can tweak some little things here that make the experience with GNOME a little better in some ways. So the first thing I always enable is show date. So have a look at here. It's Saturday and the time. If I want to show the date, I can just enable this here, and I see Saturday, March 19, and the time here. It's pretty handy. I really like this feature. I'm not sure why it's disabled by default. Maybe because GNOME should be working on smaller screens. I'm not sure. And you can even enable this checkbox here to show the seconds. Now this thing, I don't like it, but some people may. So it's there if you want it. And you can even show week numbers in the calendar here. So here's that. You can show the week numbers. Again, not sure who would want that, but it's there. And finally, there's something pretty weird, but really pretty interesting. So as you see here, we have this menu on the top bar that shows the information about the application. So and even some options. So reset to default, disable all extensions, about and quit. Many GNOME apps have a menu up here, and sometimes it's not as intuitive to reach for the top bar to open a menu. So you can just disable this thing here and have the menu in the window instead. So it's the exact same menu, but you have it on your window instead. I really prefer GNOME this way, honestly. Again, it's something that you can tweak. If you like it, keep it as it is. If you don't, just toggle the switch and you will have the experience you want. Now, typing, again, miscellaneous stuff that I don't want to get into. Windows is pretty interesting. So you can tweak some things here. Again, more advanced stuff. So I'm not sure if I want to get through these settings here, but if you want to have a look at it, there are some Windows tweaks that you can change. Finally, workspaces. Now, workspaces are something that's pretty weird in GNOME. So in GNOME, workspaces are dynamic, differently from many other desktop environments, operating systems. You have just two workspaces if you're using one, and they increment when you use another. So for instance, if I want to move this window here to the second workspace, as you see, the third one is just added, and so on. If I want to add another window here, the fourth workspace is added, and so on. For me, it's pretty intuitive, but someone may not like it, so you can change the workspace creation to static and change the number of workspaces manually. So for instance, it's locked to 4 here. If I want to lock it to 3, and GNOME-Shell crashed. Nice. So if I want to lock it to 3, as you see, I have 3 workspaces. I cannot have any more than those. And if I just use one, the other 2 don't go away. Someone may like this feature. I personally don't, so I'm gonna switch back to dynamic and live with it. So guys, this was everything about GNOME-Shell customization. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please press the like button down there, and also remember to subscribe to my channel if you want more of this. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be seeing you in the next episode of Linux Customization 101.